Mortal Kombat. What a franchise. What a fun franchise. It's had its ups. It's had its downs. Okay, obviously there was the heyday of the original arcade game and some of the home ports. I remember going over to my buddy's house, playing Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 pretty much every day. Killing, fatalities, crazy special moves. Mortal Kombat. And then they had a great movie. Then they had a not-so-great movie. We'll talk about that some other time. But Mortal Kombat, you love it. You love it. There's nothing really bad you can say about Mortal Kombat, other than maybe some of the games were not too good. But apparently there is something else you can say negative about Mortal Kombat, that it helped promote bigotry. Okay. All right. I don't want to get into it, but we got to get into it. But before we get into it, I want to thank my sponsor, Onnit, the creators of Alpha Brain. Look, obviously I'm a guy, I work from home, I make YouTube videos. I need energy in my life, to be fair, and I can't be chugging energy drinks because they got 500 calories a piece. Thankfully, Onnit has hooked me up with the Alpha Brain. The Alpha Brain. Get it inside of you. Look, this stuff, it's good. It works. All right, it gives you a little bit of focus, a little bit of clarity. And maybe it sounds like it's some sort of, you're like, I don't know, I don't trust these weird bottles and the pills or whatever. Joe Rogan uses this stuff, buddy. I think Joe Rogan is part of the company. So if you don't trust Big Joe, who are you going to trust? Best of all, right now, you're getting the chance to try it for free. I got the details right here. You pay shipping, you get a 15-day supply for no extra cost. Just pay shipping, give it a try. Maybe it'll give you the little extra boost you need. I'm going to hit up this company. I'm going to see if I can get a free box of this stuff. It ain't bad. You can't hate it. That's the Alpha Brain. But let's get back into the Mortal Kombat. So I watched the new Mortal Kombat movie. There's a character who plays Jax. Makad Brooks. I know this name. What else is that guy known for? He's definitely a guy who's been in some stuff, right? IMDb, Makad Brooks. Supergirl. Magic the Gathering, the musical. I'm going to assume that is not an official thing. Law and Order, True Blood, okay. So this guy was mostly a TV actor. Now he's making his big screen debut in the Mortal Kombat. Well, not really big screen because we have to watch it from home. I hate to say it. I don't. You'll probably get my review of Mortal Kombat hopefully in the next couple days. We'll see. But I don't think it turned Makad Brooks into the star he maybe wants to be. Regardless, the Jax actor wants us to know that though his performance might not have been the most stellar thing in the world, I didn't love the movie. It's okay. What his performance does do, or at least what this new movie does, is undo the horrific legacy of bigotry and whitewashing as laid out by the original Mortal Kombat film. Now, this seems so silly that why do we even need to talk about it? Here we are on Screen Rant, but they are talking about a interview that was done over on The Root. The Root is a African-American-centered publication which talks about the ongoing struggles of the African-American community, which I understand. There are very real struggles that community faces. I don't think a 1995 kung fu action film based on a video game has had a huge negative impact on either that community or any other community. Because specifically, they are upset about how that maybe impacted the Asian American community. Okay. Because, again, 1995 Mortal Kombat film, not a perfect film, but a fun film. It definitely did what it needed to do. But for all the things the original Mortal Kombat might have done right, there was one misstep that can't be ignored. Whitewashing. I'm going to argue. First of all, it can be ignored, because it's not a misstep at all. If there's anything from the original Mortal Kombat that is just great, Christopher Lambert nails it. He's fun. Okay, you think that the what do you call it, mythical lightning god needs to be a boring, stoic character, which is actually part of the problem with the new movies, that Raiden is boring. He's very predictable. And in this movie, it's Christopher Lambert having a little bit of fun. I was watching a clip from the original movie. Johnny Cage, punches Goro in the nuts, and Raiden's all excited. He slaps the guy in the back. He's like, yeah, that's my boy.
Sorry.
So, what's the issue? I mean, here's the issue. We'll see. We'll hear it from Makad himself. There's the good Makad Brooks. What does he have to say? Where is it? Right up here. Okay. What he was at, and the question he was asked had nothing to do with this. He pulled this out of nowhere. He was asked What makes the new Mortal Kombat so special compared to past installments? Now, he could have said, we've really upped the ante on the action. We dig deeper into the series mythology. Instead, he goes straight to this. Again, this is him commenting, what makes the new movie so special? And he starts talking about why the old movie is racist. Not to take anything away from them, but the Japanese thunder god Lord Raiden in the 90s was a guy named Christopher Lambert. A guy named Christopher Lambert. The Highlander? Not a guy. The Highlander was did you not watch Highlander? Whatever. He's not Japanese. He's a fantastic actor. Fantastic actor. You just called him a guy. You didn't say a fantastic actor named Christopher Lambert. He's a fantastic actor, but what we've done in Hollywood for way too long is help America launder its own bigotry. Dude, this is silly. We're reaching a point of sheer absurdity at this point. You're here to promote the new Mortal Kombat movie. You're here to tell me why I should go see it. Why should I be excited for the new Mortal Kombat movie? Well, because the old one was racist. Okay. Even if I buy that theory, why does that make yours good? I guess because yours isn't racist, because you actually got a Japanese guy to play Raiden. I hate to tell you this. Raiden's not a real god. Okay? It's not like there's authentic Japanese mythology from which Raiden draws from. As far as I know, no one has ever come to me and said, oh, yes, of course, the famous Japanese thunder god Raiden. No, that was a bunch of white programmers sitting around and trying to come up with silly Japanese-sounding names. Liu Kang, Kung Lao. I don't think those are real Japanese or Chinese names. Again, I'm not sure, but they don't sound like it, to be fair. So, again, it's not a real thunder god. And also, gods aren't ethnic. Like, a god is a whole different being. Okay, gods aren't born in countries. It's not like It's not like Raiden was born to a Japanese family and he needs to be Japanese. He's literally like a thing that has existed since the dawn of creation. So you don't necessarily need a Japanese guy to play that. Okay, it's a god. It could be anybody. But because he's the god of, basically because he has a Japanese name. Raiden, which I think has something to do with lightning. I don't know the actual translation of that word. Because his name comes from Japanese, it has to be a Japanese guy or it's racist. I think, look, I'm all for representation. And I know me saying that sounds like, oh, well, Vito's just saying that. No, I really am. I love the diverse casting and stuff. I love seeing characters of all different stripes in the things. I loved when Star Wars, again, I made a note of this, had a bunch of characters of color, Indian pilots, black pilots. It was great. Great. But there's a certain point at which you're trying too hard to, I don't know, convince me that the whole world is a miserable racist place from front to back. We made a fun movie in the 90s where we let the Highlander play a goofy god character. And you're going to look back at that and say, well, what a horrible thing. How horrible. How racist we were in the 90s that we let the great Christopher Lambert have a little bit of fun as Raiden. Jax, Makad Brooks, I think you just gotta, I don't know what to tell you. Have fun. Lighten up. Yes, there are very real problems of racism, but focus on those. Not characters in a 95 stupid kung fu movie. And again, they're asking you, why is your new movie fun? The old one's racist. Okay. Kind of feels like, did you come in prepared with that one? Were you prepared? You're like, you know what? I'm really going to go in there and I'm going to sound like the smartest guy in the room because I'm going to talk about how the old movie's racist and the new movie is not racist. Whatever, man. This is nonsense. Look, new Mortal Kombat movie, it has a lot of problems. I think you should watch it just for the crazy CG alone. Some of the fights, really good. Some of the fights, not as good. I did enjoy it to an extent. I think it's definitely worth watching, and I'll have my full review soon. But whether or not that movie has helped shatter racism in America, I don't buy it. I don't think that's one of the selling points. Our Raiden is Japanese, therefore racism is solved. I don't buy it. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. We got more cool videos coming soon. Again, I'm working on a Mortal Kombat review. I got some other stuff in the wings. I got a big project It's one of them, what do you call it, cinematic failures. It's going to take a couple months to get it together, but I am in the planning stages. So stay tuned for that, and don't forget to check out, again, my sponsor on it, Alpha Brain. Good stuff. And let me know in the comments, did Mortal Kombat fix racism? You tell me. Let me know. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. And nonsense.